Hello everyone, I'm Silent Death, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, the wonderful Kerbal Space Program. First we're going to go here, and I think we'll go ahead and buy this one. 13.75% off launch cost sounds like a good idea, I think. If I can do it. There we go. Oh yeah, I can only have one at a time, that's right. 50,000, I think we'll go ahead and pick that up. But I'm still only going to go up to 25. Yes. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too bad. Now then, let's see. 2, 3. I think we may want to pick up an extra astronaut. And who do we want to pick up? Let's see. Courage, you're actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll pick you up. So last time, or I think it was last time, we had Ludgy. He went and had his little problem with the moon. I believe that was last time. Anyway, after Ludgy got back from his little trip, everyone made fun of him because he took so horribly long to get his samples and things. And he eventually, broke down and started crying and all this horrible stuff. So to make things up to him, everyone has decided that we're going to go out for some ice cream. And apparently we need to upgrade this first. And I just clicked on it again. Well, let's try actually upgrading it. Yeah, upgrade that. So the ice cream trip here, and we're just going to grab everyone. Fill her up so everyone can get the experience. Let's go ahead and launch this. So let's get our savings there. It's a pretty expensive little ship. And here is everyone ready to go out for some nice mint ice cream. Little craft here. Multiple stages. We have some asparagus staged fuel tanks and extra thrusters to help get us off the ground. A large big orange with the skipper, I think that is. Then the poodle engine there. I think that's the poodle engine maybe. Some more fuel here and here. And a couple of our new atomic thrusters to help us get out there. And a whole bunch of science. Of course, naturally, we need all the science we can get. Let's go ahead and take off. Jebediah is ready. Bill and Bob are not so sure. They think they hear some funny noises, but we don't ever listen to them. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Going to keep things a little bit slower this time, try to conserve as much fuel as we can while we get high, because the upper stage does not have a very high thrust to weight ratio, and I want to keep things pretty low for that. Other things, so the reason we're doing all this with all these people is of course because we have some new missions to complete. Build a new surface outpost, or build a new, surface outpost on Minmus. And stage. The outpost must be on wheels. Okay, that is exactly what I want, is an outpost on wheels that must have a docking port, 5 Kerbols, and be stable for at least 10 seconds. So we slapped on some landing gear wheels, because that's all we have. And we're going to go give this a shot. If we get very, very, very lucky. We also have the same thing for the moon, except for it does not require wheels. And we also have this Minmus mission. And there is one more somewhere around here. Oop, another stage. Uh-oh. Crap. That is not good at all. We have a one that put in orbit of the sun. This was a lot easier. We just have to get it outside of Kerbol's or Kerbin's sphere of influence, and then we auto-complete it. So we will all be using this exact craft for all 3 of those missions, or 4 of those missions. Though we'll be doing it by keeping the engine from falling off next time, I think would probably be a better idea. Though those might actually be... No, we're falling. So I will have to restart this, and I will be back shortly. And we have achieved orbit with plenty of fuel left. Didn't even use all the fuel in the stage that was designed to get us into orbit. We have a choice here. We can go to try to get the orbit of the sun one, or we can go straight for Minmus. And I think I'm going to go straight for Minmus. I believe this is worth more points in terms of experience than going for the sun. And we may do the sun one afterwards. You can only get a certain amount of maximum points. So I think Minmus would be a good choice for that. So we will just align our orbits to the same plane as Minmus by, let's see, burning down. 1.6, 1.4, 0.1, still 0.1. I guess I need to adjust the timing a little bit. Let's try changing that. Okay, there we go. That'll work. And it's estimating that we take 28 seconds to burn that. And then we can just go ahead and do a normal Minmus intercept. And shouldn't be too hard to get there. We're going to want to do as much science as we can on the way, though. And I guess we can just fast forward through this part. You've probably seen this part before or done it yourself. And we are now approaching Minmus. We are in Minmus's sphere of influence. Briefly, going to have to slow down rather quickly. But at least it doesn't take very much to slow down here. 50 seconds, that's not terrible. We will burn retrograde. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Let's check to make sure. See if we need to pump any more fuel into here. Still cannot eject that stage yet. I guess it's going to crash on Minmus. And then we should have tons and tons of fuel to get back home. Or go wherever we want. Probably. Obviously, I have a little bit more fuel than I needed for this design, but it's designed to be a little bit general purpose. So let's go ahead and set ourselves up an alarm for our maneuver node. How about just 45 seconds. Add the alarm and work. I think we're just slowing down because we're getting closer. Oh yes, and I should be getting science. Close the alarm. Observe the mystery goo. Observe some more mystery goo. Observe that. Do that. How about a crew report? And I think that's everything we can do right now. So we will go ahead and transmit the crew report, and we'll keep the rest of the stuff. That is a lot of science. Oh yes, and we should be burning. Right. Then, as soon as we finish burning, assuming we do, I think we'll make it. It's just a circularized orbit thing. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't even need to be particularly high. Perhaps is 50? 40? That's probably good enough for now. Now then, I'll just go ahead and close that. Someone's going to have to get out. How about one of you guys? Numal, you want to go outside, don't you? Turn on your lights so that I can find you. There you are. Somewhere. He's apparently around here somewhere, but I cannot see him. It's kind of hard to get an EVA report if I can't find you, guy. Give me an EVA report. Thank you. Keep the data. You know what? Why don't you... Well, we'll wait and we'll grab some more data and then we'll hop out and take the data from these because we are leaving these behind when we leave this place. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but I want to save as much fuel as possible. We may be able to take them with us, actually. We'll see how that goes. No, I don't think we have enough parachutes to land with them. Yeah, we're going to have to leave them behind. So you can get back on the ship, and we can get a whole bunch more science here by just lowering our periapsis a little bit. Well, that's probably close enough. We'll speed things up. I don't know what the boundary condition is. It might be 60,000. Let's see. Crew report. Still high over. So let's wait until we get a little bit closer. Let's try 40,000 then. Now then, tell me if this is it. Nope, still high over. Maybe 30,000 then. Could probably look this up, but I'm lazy. A little bit below 30,000. There we go. Ah, space near Minmus. So some more stuff. Go ahead and transmit that. Then some more goo. More goo. And more material science, which I got backwards. So we'll keep all this stuff, because we are taking it home. We've got the crew report and a new mall. Time for some more science. So we can do an EVA report. And we can do this for each biome. So we're going to keep this data. Store experiments. And then I'll just grab a whole bunch of science as I fly over the place. I'm probably going to lower my apoapsis so that it's below 30,000 as well. So I can get it all the way across. I could also do polar orbits and stuff like that, but I am not going to because I am far too lazy for that. But the EVA report says I think the only thing we can do right now that is at this level and biome specific. These are in space near, and these are in space near too. So nothing else to do but just fly around a couple times and see what kind of science we get. So I will be back in a moment. Now that we've got all the science that we can possibly get, we're going to try to land here in, I think, the Great Flats or Greater Flats or something like that. First, we're going to lower this quite a bit, just so that we're coming in pretty quickly and saving on fuel. That is about right. Hopefully we don't hit this right here, but I don't think we will. I'm hoping that by the time we get around there, that has orbited a little bit further. I'm actually taking into account the fact that it spins this time. So let's speed things up. It's not spinning that fast. Maybe we should look at this screen to make sure that we don't hit anything. And I think quick save would be a good idea too. Good things, good things. We're still going on at quite a pace. I'm going to put a node, say, right about here where I want to maybe start burning. To slow myself down and actually start descending. Give me just an idea of how much longer we have. We are pretty low over the surface. 3,000. But still not quite too low. 2,000, 25. Yeah, we're getting there. Is that the place where we need to be? Oh, yes, this is. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong direction. Retrograde. Retrograde, come on, you can do it. Turn on some RCS so you can get around there faster. We'll just shut that off because we're going to be eyeballing this a little bit. And we want to land kind of as close to the boundary as we can so that we can get 2 biomes in this one landing. That is the general idea. Though we don't actually want to land on the slopes because that would be bad. We have wheels. Because this is not the smartest designed thing in the universe. We also want to get rid of this big heavy thing here. So let's drain the last of the fuel in. And then we will stage it. Bye! See you later. Now we get lots more thrust. And we should be falling a little bit better. Time for another quick save, I think, since we're going to be probably doing a sort of suicide burn. I don't actually know what this part means, but I'm sure that it means something. I understand the delta V part. I don't understand the distance part. I guess that's how far we have to go, or what our altitude should be or something. I don't know. But it's what we're going to do. We'll assume that it's like our... Oh, the distance to our suicide burn? Maybe that's what that means. I'm not going to cut it quite that close, I don't think. I'm not entirely certain that it would be accurate. Though it does take us a while to fall down, so we can speed up things a little bit. What is our horizontal speed? 5 and falling. That's great. That is what I want to see. We now have the surface thing. According to this, we still have 2 kilometers. That would be crashing. Really? Okay, we're not going to do a complete suicide burn then. We'll slow ourselves down maybe at 500 meters or something. Possibly. Cannot warp any faster, okay. Kilometer. I guess we can go ahead and extend the gear. which of course it thinks is already extended. I'm not quite certain how it determines the wheels thing. Okay, now is the time for some burning. Oh, I don't know if we're going to make it. Oh, we might just do it. That was almost a suicide burn. Then I'll just click that to make sure that when we bounce, it doesn't do horrible things to us. A nice, gentle set down here. I said gentle. There you go. Don't flip over. Is this counted as done? So, orbital station. Come on, scroll. Uh-oh. Okay, that might have messed up there a little bit. Must be on wheels. So, I was hoping... Can I just... Okay, what we'll do is we'll raise all these gear, and then we'll try that. Try switching things. Very first, let's go ahead and save. No, that did not work. Lower gear. Lower gear. Okay, it's not flying off, so that's fine. I guess the RCS is helping with that. And I can turn that off, and I'm going to turn this off too. And we'll wait for it to get stable and see if that counts. It's on wheels. It is most certainly on wheels. I'm not sure if these are the types of wheels that count, but it's on wheels. Land on Minmus. And I've completely lost the thing. That's the moon one. Must be on wheels. It's on wheels. I guess that doesn't count. How very disappointing. At least we still get ice cream. So we will collect some science. All kinds of science to collect. Crew report. A little bit of goo. What does it say about the glue? We observed the goo. Well, that's not very exciting. We observed the goo some more. What about temperature? Okay, we'll keep all that data. Now then, Ludgy, since you were so upset, you get to be the one that gets EVA. And you're upside down. Well, take an EVA report. Oh, that space just above the Great Flats. I probably already have that one, so we'll try storing it. Nope. Okay, we'll put it up here then. We can only do it once, but I don't want to carry it around. Whee! Oh, look at that! That was a wonderful landing. So why don't you collect a surface sample? Surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains. Very pretty. Probably not edible. Hey! We came all the way here. We're going to eat it, whether it's edible or not. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump into low gravity. Of course you do. Keep that data. Let's go plant a flag. Because you might actually come back here. And that would give you... Well, no, it wouldn't matter. Because you can only get so much experience from one thing. I think that's far enough. Let's plant the flag. First, I cannot spell today. Minmus landing. Great Flats. This is the Great Flats. Yep, Great Flats, not Greater Flats. Great Flats. A slushy. I think that's spelled right. Now then, superhero. We have to get probably to the slopes. I think that slope over there is going to be our goal. I wonder if I can do that with just RCS and wheels. If I maybe lower something and then unlower the other one. I don't know. We could try it. Ooh, man, you are a superhero. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Grab it. There you go. Wow, you were good. You know what? I'm not going to make fun of you anymore about your horrible little moon trip. Now then, let's see. RCS? Can we go? I don't even know which way is which. Oh yes, and I'm doing the wrong direction anyway. Let's see. I think this is one way and this is another way, and I can't even see the thrusters. But we're not actually moving, so I guess we're going to have to do a little bit of a hop. So let's do gear. And we'll just kind of try to hop over there. Another quick save, of course. I'm not even sure which direction that is. Turn on SAS. A little bit more. Come on. Come on. Okay, okay. No, don't want to go that way. Want to go... Okay, which way is the orientation of the freaking craft? Okay, this is the way I want to go. Kind of. No, not that way. Not that way. Okay, now I'm all messed up again. Look, just point the freaking thing over this way. Okay. Here, I'm going to face this way, and you're going to tell me which way you're facing. No? Okay, so like this. And then like that. Here we go. Just a little bit of a hop. How fast are we going? A little bit quick. That may actually be enough. Nope, not enough. Okay, a little bit more of a hop then. Vertical speed. I don't know, that looks like enough to me. It says it's not, but what does it know? It also says... I'm not quite certain that that's... Maybe if I switch it to orbital mode. Nope, the little flag thing does not know where we are. Okay, back to surface. Not that there's a huge difference between the two. Vertical speed is climbing still, so we have not reached our peak. Let's maybe speed things up. Let's, I think... burn maybe up a little bit more. Just kind of let us float. We'll hover. That's what we'll do. Until we get to the slope biome. Little bit more on the hovering guy. Getting there, getting there. This is good. Okay, that's the wrong direction. Well, okay, we'll do retrograde now. We are slopes. We're now midlands. Just killing all of our horizontal speed as quickly as possible. Let this figure out which way it wants to face. As we slowly plummet to the ground. $70 meters. Yeah, that's good. So we'll switch you back. Please don't tip over. Please don't tip over. I said not to tip over. Ah, don't tip over. Please stop. Maybe it will catch itself. It's trying to. Let's turn off RCS and SES because that might be messing things up. Come on. Nope, nope. I don't even know which direction we're facing now anymore. Wait, if we hurry, maybe we can get some science. Observe the materials bay. From the Midlands, yes, that is what I want. Hurry! Mystery goo. The other mystery goo. Oh wait, that's... crap, we got that one is in space. That one is from the Midlands, so we'll keep that, and that one's in space. Ah, crap. Well, poo. We'll have to go grab that stuff. Would you just stop? Okay, I'm just going to turn on this. Maybe that'll help slow it down. There we go. Now we're slow. I think that might have been stuff that we've already gotten things from. We'll have to go back and check it. So let me clean this up and we'll do the EVA report. And I will be right back. We didn't need that piece anyway. Really, we did. It's fine. Okay, everyone. The ski trip is over. It is time to go home. Let's get rid of the useless science now. Or the useless experiments. We're keeping the science. And see if we can't get out of here. A little bit of thrust. Well, that was a little bit much. Come on, it's those little landing gear. If it wasn't for those, I would have an easier time getting up. Okay, maybe if I kind of, I don't know, rocket or something? Don't break, don't break. And it broke. Well, time for a quick load. And we made it. We managed to rock enough to get ourselves up. Now then, we'll get rid of the science. And let's see, we need to go along the 90-degree mark, of course. I think. At least I believe that's how it's or how it works, and we can pretty much just go straight over. Now that we don't have all this other stuff to worry about, like gravity and things, and stuff exploding in the background. You know, it's a typical Kerbal takeoff. Really, guys? Y'all are just falling apart down there. Let's zoom in a little bit so that we can see our various pieces of information. Are you going to hit that mountain? I don't think so. Let's just go full thrust. Our apoapsis, we're going to let that get probably around 20,000. Please don't hit that mountain. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, that's way over 20,000. That is in fact extremely over 20,000. Okay, I guess we'll just keep going out, and then we'll circularize it down here. And we actually might use this to... No, that's not in the right position. So we'll circularize it, and then we will do our escape burn. We might have enough fuel actually to make it to the moon, if we think about it. But I don't think we're going to. We do have enough fuel. We could do it to get a whole bunch of money, or we could go for the soul one to get a whole bunch of money, but I'm not going to, simply because of experience. We want experience as well as money. So we will do the other two as separate missions, and they'll just probably come close to breaking even, and not much more than that when all is said and done. So I guess I will fast forward a little bit through this part. And we are back with 1,477.5 science from that one little mission. That is a ridiculous amount of science. We only got 13,000 from recovering our parts, partially due to the fact that I had to ditch the stage as we were coming in there. Not really much I could do about that. It had too much fuel, it was too heavy, and I could not get the SAS to face me in the right direction so that I could use the thrusters to push me or slow me down. So we had to get rid of that. Disappointing, but stuff. Let's spend some money. And of course everyone has gotten 7 experience except for the people who've already been to Minmus, which is Jebediah. He only gets 6 experience, but everyone 7 experience, 8 experience for one guy, because he had not left Kerbin yet. So he's getting the Kerbin experience and all the other experience. Massive amounts of experience. We got 1 level 2 guy there and 2 level 2 guys. We'll have a whole bunch of level 2 guys once we do the moon and the soul mission, the sun mission, the Kerbol mission. They just need a tiny bit of experience. So the orbiting Kerbin and then landing on Minmus. Now then, everyone, absolutely everyone, is going to go to the moon using the same exact craft, and then we're going to do the sun. But first, let's go ahead and spend some science. Actually, let's wait and just spend all the science at once, because we're not going to change our design, so no need to look at that. I'm going to kind of trim these next couple of missions down to the bare bones and just show you a few highlights of them, and then we'll be back to spend all of our science. We are back with money and science and contracts. I did not get the moon one done because apparently I have misread that. It requires 9 Kerbols and a research lab, which is a little bit more than my little rocket can lift right now. So maybe in a future episode, or maybe I'll just do it off camera. I don't know. But let's look at what we've done. So, build a new orbital station on solar orbit. So 252,000 plus 320 science and a bit of rep. Then perform the temperature scans on the moon. We finished that one with the attempt to land there, which at least paid for the mission. 110 science and 192,000 buckaroos. Then a little bit more here, 22,055. 68,000 just for planting a flag on the moon with a whole bunch of rep there. 22,055 again for the other temperature scan. Then the explored Minmus one is 155,000, 206 reputation. 18,038 from transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of Minmus. Then land on Minmus for 28,000. Achieve orbit around Minmus for 18,000. Transmit or recover scientific data from space around Minmus for 18,038 science. And that is all we have done. Let's see what kind of contracts we have. Actually, let's buy some things first, and then we'll see what kind of contracts that unlocks. So, advanced aerodynamics is something that I think I want. So, I'll pick that up. Advanced materials, not terrible. We can buy probably pretty much everything. We definitely want the advanced electronics. And wheels are around here, but more science is great. There's the wheels, so that we can do that other mission at some point in the future. Then advanced landing, so a bigger parachute, I guess. And then better landing struts. All kinds of good things. Better power. More science. More science is, of course, awesome. Probes. Probe stuff would be pretty good. Unmanned tech, this has stability assist, programmable retrograde hold, radial, and normal, so it's about a level 2 pilot. That's what that is. Then we have large control. So this will help us get more Kerbols down. Fairly light there. Then the launch escape system, the giant RCS thing. All kinds of nice stuff. Ion propulsion, yes, definitely want that. So now we have to choose between large electronics or advanced metalworks, and I think we're definitely going to go with the advanced metalworks. So we cannot unlock anything else until we make tons more money. And a little bit more science, we can unlock that. And then, of course, that, which we could go ahead and unlock. But we don't have the thing for that, so it's not really useful for us right now. And I don't think there's any nodes that come off that. Fairly certain there isn't, in fact. Unless they've changed the tech tree recently. So let's see what kind of stuff. Nothing new here. Test the Rapier engine is a pretty nice thing. Mostly just because I want the Rapier engine for myself. I probably won't actually test it for a while until after I unlock it, but we can use that to build things with Rapier engines. But let's accelerate for, I don't know, a couple days. And see if that unlocks anything. We did miss our do not launch window. So now we have to wait a while. Let's see how long. Transfer window by the model. We want from Kerbin to Duna. So another 4 days. So I guess we'll be doing that next time. We're going to have to hurry up to get that up there. Now let's see. What can we... Do we have any contracts? Nope. Satellites, visual surveys of Kerbin. Maybe. Test the parachute. Rescue somebody. Satellite. So not very many contracts right now. I think I may be spending my reputation a little bit too much. I don't actually know where to see what it is. There's just a little bar here, but you can only see when you land. I guess I could just do a short thing and see what my reputation is. I guess it will tell us here. Something that does reputation. Not that one. 288 reputation. I guess it doesn't tell us. We get science for funds. Get science. I'll get funds for science. I guess if you got to the tech tree, that would be worth it. I guess that is going to be it for this episode. Next time, we're definitely going to go to Duna. Not sure if we're going to send a probe. Ooh, we could also send a probe to Elo. Though that's a little bit far. Doing a probe would be nice, but I think we're probably going to try to cram everyone into some kind of capsule thing and send everyone down to Duna. Maybe even Ike. I don't know. But that is it for this episode. Like if you like. Subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.